Hi, I'm Marshall Berkshire, and I'm the creator of this channel, Happiness After Codependency, and welcome. What I do is I help codependents rediscover their well-being and happiness by healing the trauma bond, by coming to know, love, and live who they are, and create happy relationships in their world. And I do this because I've had to do this myself. I was codependent for most of my life. I was raised in a codependent household where my mother was pleasing my father. And then when she passed away, my father married a woman in order to take care of us, and enormous amounts of abuse in that regard began in our world. I used codependency to survive the abuse, the crazy making, the gaslighting, the emotional manipulation, the emotional enmeshment, the parentification I underwent to take care of their needs and raise them and meet their needs, but neglect myself as a child and be neglected by them as my parents. It was their job to raise me, not me to raise me, that kind of thing. I was codependent in ways and trying to get my needs met, trying to have connection, to have relationship, to have love. I was lost in my codependent fantasies and euphoric hazes, trapped in the hope that something would one day change, and things didn't change. I got myself into relationships that were very unhealthy, very incompatible, which brought out in me my own toxicity that I had to work through and become much more healthy in order to have relationships and maintain them. And in that journey of coming back to myself and back to my value, back to self-respect, back to care and appreciation for myself that I had never actually really known or been raised to know or raised to treat myself that way in. That journey back to me is what I teach you here in this channel. Because when I started back in 2007, there wasn't a whole lot of constructive information on how to work with codependency. It was a disease, it was an identity, it was a flaw, it was something we had to cope with. And I've discovered that that's not the case at all. That we can actually be free of needing codependency to meet our needs, to create connection, to have relationship. Instead, we can learn how to have real love, safe love, compassionate connection, passionate connection, deep friendships and relationships where companionship and intimacy, support and play are the normal, where we're seen, valued, and loved for who we are. I have discovered how to make that happen by my own journey. And it starts with understanding that codependency is a survival mechanism. It's how we survive the neglect and the abuse. It's how we tried to regulate our attachment needs. It's how we tried to live in the world so that we could get some love. We get a little breadcrumb of love here and there, that kind of thing. And that's what this channel is dedicated to you. Is to you, actually. It's the survivors of narcissistic abuse. It's the survivors of codependent relating and lifestyle. And I help you rediscover your well-being and happiness through a variety of different approaches, both mental and somatic approaches that help you heal and help you thrive in your world. So to get started here on the channel, you'll notice that there are a number of different playlists that I have available for you. This is how I break down my information. We've got like the Blunt Cake series, the Getting Clarity series, the Welcoming You series, things like that. I recommend starting with the Getting Clarity series. That's where I explain what's called the SAD cycle, the EDD cycle, intermittent reinforcement, all the various factors that go into codependency and how codependency is a result of these things and how we work with them and how we heal by developing self-respect and coming back to knowing our value, knowing that we're really worth knowing, loving, and keeping, and restoring our safety, sanity, and self so that we can thrive in our lives. Some other resources that are important to you or important for you to know that can become very important to you if they work for you is the Tools Library playlist. I publish a number of my tools that I use with my students, with my clients that I've developed over the past 12 years of doing this work to help them and help myself and help others heal. Those are available to you in the Tools Library playlist. They're also linked on my Tools Library link down in the description below. And then there's the community. It's called the Thriving Beyond Codependency Community. It's a Facebook private Facebook group that's secure, that's there to give you guidance, support, and tools to assist you in one, breaking free from that codependency, but two, maintaining your self-respect, your well-being, and your happiness in your world. And you're welcome to join that. I invite you to join us there. The link again for that is below in the description. Now, I also offer courses, paid courses, to assist you in breaking free and then growing your happiness and well-being beyond codependency. There's 3 specific ones I offer. The first one's called the Heal Yourself Strategy. That's about restoring your safety, sanity, and self. It's where I teach you how to know your innate value, how to build boundaries, how to regulate your anxiety, how to calm your mind and your body when it's in distress, how to calm your attachment distress, how to break free of euphoria and fantasy, get contact with reality so you know what is real again, and ultimately come to start knowing yourself. The link is above, or link is below in the description for that. Now, the second course is called the Know Yourself Strategy. This is where we start learning about who we are, learning to sense our own voice and separate that from the voice of other people, the voice of programming that we've received over the years, and then also connect with our innate value, start to cultivate our identity through that innate value and root ourselves into our body, root ourselves into our being, so that we can hear our own voice, follow our value, and discover the vision that matters for us in our world. So I teach you a process called self-inquiry, lensing, innate value retrieval and activation, and goals, purposes, core values are all discussed in that course. That comes after the Heal Yourself Strategy. That is linked below as well in the description. And the last course is called the Relationship Strategy. It's where I assist you in coming to understand what you need and what you want in a relationship that equals compatibility for you. So we go very deep on relationship. We go deep on what your needs are, what your wants are, what your capacities are, how trust works, how boundaries function for you. I teach you what's called the 8 relationship bare minimums, and we outline how they behave so you can identify them and choose people based on that, so you can have trust as your foundation. I teach you what's called the what, how, who model of relating so that you can discover compatible relationships rather than just get into a relationship and hope that it works. Instead, you're choosing people to have a relationship with that are actually compatible with you, and that compatibility results in happiness, well-being, joy, support, being seen, loved, and valued for who you are. That's what the relationship strategy helps you accomplish. That link is also below in the description. My friends, I'm excited to have you here. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, because I upload videos 2 to 3 times a week. And share this channel with people you know are looking for freedom from their codependency, from the narcissistic abuse they've endured, and are looking for guidance in discovering who they are and living a life that they're happy with. So again, thank you for being here. I recommend, again, getting started with the Getting Clarity series. It's linked below. Or you can go straight to the playlist, get started there. I will see you guys in future videos and online. Have a great day.